guys, this is TFLego98 back with another video, and today I am going to be reviewing the Kingdom Voyager class Optimus Primal. So first, I'm taking a look at the details. He does have his eye picked out in some paint. On all over his head and all over his body, there is this really nice fur detail that's just molded in. Nostrils aren't painted. And as I said earlier, the fur detailing continues all over his body, which is really nice. For his arms, this is just the shoulder pad of the robot mode, folded up. And his hands are pretty nice. They look kind of weird at this angle when they're open. And another critique I have is this part looks really awkward from the side. It's a bunch of scrunched up gorilla parts. It looks really weird. So, but overall, he looks pretty good in gorilla mode. For articulation in gorilla mode, let me just zoom out. For articulation, his head can look up that far, down that far, can tilt left to right. His arm can go a full 360. It can go out that far. There is a bicep rotation, but that kind of breaks the sculpt. And the elbow does bend pretty far. The hand does open and close. The legs move forward that far, back that far. Feet pivot, and the heel spur moves down, but that's mostly because of robot mode though. Turning to transformation, first you're going to want to close his hands, then take these parts at the back of his feet, fold them down, take this rear flap, rotate it around and fold it up like that. Take his arms and just pry this open to reveal his robot head. Fold this up, rotate it all the way around, pull this up on that armature like that. Then take the gorilla head and just tuck it into his torso. Take the gorilla chest, flip it around, take the back part, plug it in, take the shoulder pads, and then just open them up. This will require some force to do. And then take the waist, rotate it around, flip up his butt flap, then take the legs and just finagle them until they are straight like that. Take the legs, rotate them around, and then you do the exact same thing on the other side. Just like so. Take the legs, position them so they are straight, and then take the hips, flip them out a little bit, and then fold down the arms, and there is Optimus Primal in his robot mode. And I think it looks quite nice. For details at the head, there is his forehead vent, and there is red paint for the eyes. There's the mouse plate with a mouse in the middle. The shoulder pads, on the shoulders, there is this red painted and white painted area on the bicep. I'm pretty sure that's black paint on his hand. And on the chest, there is this nice metallic blue detailing. And there is also a lighter blue and some silver highlights throughout. And on the thighs, there is this nice white paint, but I have found that this area is prone to chipping because, like, look in there, some of the paint is already starting to chip off. So if you get this figure, be careful with that. And on the knee pads, there is some red paint. I'm pretty sure this is red paint on the hydraulics. And yeah, for paint, that's pretty much it. So turning to articulation, his head can look up that far, down that far. It can't really tilt side to side, but it can rotate all the way around. You take this part, his shoulder can rotate around, and it can go out all the way. Over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. There is a bicep rotation. There is a wrist joint, but it's scarily tight. The hands do open, as I said, in gorilla mode. Legs kick forward that far, backward that far. They can kick out that far, in that far. The knee does bend about that far. There is a rotation here that mostly for gorilla mode, and the feet can tilt forward, tilt back slightly, and for articulation there is also a ankle tilt, and the feet can adjust. The heels can also flip down. So yeah, overall it's a fairly articulate figure. So for extra gimmicks and accessories, he does come with these two swords. I'm pretty sure they're the same mold, just mirrored. And there is some nice detailing on them. So, and there is some nice silver paint on the tips. But right here, it's kind of chipping. Pretty good weapons. You can slot them into his hands. Like that. Looks pretty good. And there are some flip out weapons on his self. So just take this, fold it up, flip that around, and you see there's these little blue pieces. You're going to want to pull them up from inside his torso. Now this can be kind of hard to do, so you just reach your finger in there and get your nail around that part. Then do the same on the other side. And then flip his head back around. And there you have his shoulder cannons. It's pretty cool. And also on the arms, just press in this section and he has his arm cannons, which is nice. Overall, a pretty good figure. So now for size comparison, let me get some things to compare it with. Here he is with Jeep Bumblebee. Here he is with Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime. And here he is with Ironworks. And yeah, it's pretty good size Voyager. So overall, final thoughts on this figure. This is a really nice update to the original figure, which was a very good figure for its time. And this figure is also a very nice figure. The accessories are pretty good. He has some gimmicks and really nice paint. So yeah, I think this is worth it. Bye.